Hey guys, today I'm here to do the Grinch Book Tag. This tag was created by Thoughts on Tomes. I'll link her channel down below. I wasn't tagged by anybody, but I thought this would be really fun to do because it's such a fun tag. Normally you have tags where you talk about stuff that you like in books. This tag, we talk about stuff we dislike, and it's just fun. These are my opinions, so don't take them personally. If you really like this book, that's great for you. I just, personally, these are things that I don't like. So let's go ahead and get started. First question. Half of the lights on the Christmas tree are burnt out. Name a book series character that started out good but went downhill. For this one, I chose the Uglies series by Scott Westerfeld. I read Uglies and I loved it, and then I read Pretties and I did not like it at all. And Specials was a little better, but it still wasn't really that great. And I haven't even read Extras. I don't know if I ever will. I keep telling myself I will, but I don't know if I ever will. Question number 2. Annoying Great Aunt Sally who will not leave you alone. Name a book that you didn't enjoy but everyone else seems to love so it never goes away. For this book, I chose In the Fifth Wave by Ricky Yancey. I really did not like this book. I loved like the first 100 pages of it, but then it changed perspectives and it got super confusing and I just didn't like it at all. I really have no desire to continue the series, but it was so hyped for so long, it just seemed like I would never not see this around. Number 3. Your pets keep knocking over the Christmas decorations. Name a character that kept messing things up for everyone else, but you can't pick a villain. For this one, I chose America's Singer from the Selection series. I love this series, it's one of my favorite, but America makes stupid decisions and messes everything up all the time, and it kind of just, after a while, you're like, oh, stop it, just, ah. Question number 4. You hear your parents pulling out the presents and learn that Santa isn't real. Name a book you were spoiled for. I actually have been fortunate. I haven't been spoiled from a lot of books, but one book I was spoiled on was The Mark of Athena. I read it, I didn't read it right when it came out, so it had been around a while, so I should have expected it, but I found out what happened at the end, and it didn't really ruin my experience too much because, you know, I was waiting to find out what happened, so if you've read this book, you know. But yeah, I was spoiled on the end of this one. Question number 5. It's freezing outside. Name a main character you just couldn't connect with. For this one, I chose Clary Frey from the Mortal Instruments series. The entire series, I just really did not like Clary. I liked all the other characters in this series, and I liked all the characters in Infernal Devices, but for some reason, just Clary, I just do not like her. I could not connect with her. She makes stupid mistakes all the time, and it just got really annoying. And number 6, Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You, and it's giving you anti-romantic feelings. Name a couple that you could not stand. And I know this one I'll probably get a lot of hate for, but Lilac and Tarver from These Broken Stars. I felt like it was like insta-love, like they were together, sure, but then they went from like hating each other to like 2 pages later being like, oh, I can't live without you, what am I gonna do when we get off this planet? And I just did not like it, and I think that ruined the entire book for me because I thought it was a really cool concept and I was enjoying it up until that, and I just don't like them. I do want to read the sequel, because I've heard it follows different characters, so maybe I'll like it better. Question 7. That scratchy homemade wool sweater you got for Christmas years ago but won't get rid of. Show some books that have been sitting on your shelves for a while and you aren't motivated to read, but you don't have the heart to get rid of. Like I mentioned before, Extras, I don't know if I'll ever get around to it, but I just want to hang on to it because I really like this cover, and it matches all my other ones, and they're just pretty, and I just don't want to get rid of it, and I just feel like someday maybe I'll want to read it, so I just don't want to get rid of it. And also I have the second and third books in the Unwind series by Neil Shusterman. I read the first one and I enjoyed it, and I just could not get into the second one, so I just haven't really picked them up, but they've just been sitting here, and I don't know, I just want to keep them around, I guess, because I just feel like I might read them someday, and I don't want to get rid of them and then want to read them later. Question number 8. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Name a character death you were still mad about. This will be a spoiler for Allegiant, so just if you don't want to be spoiled, mute the video until the word spoilers disappears. The end of Allegiant, Triss died. I just can't, no. I did not like the way she did it. Like, I don't mind characters dying, but I mind them dying for like no reason whatsoever, and it was just like, I felt like she wrote the entire book just to lead up to the death. Like, she made it dual perspectives that didn't make sense. and I felt like the way she died, it was like she succeeded in her quest and then she gets shot at the end, and I was like, why? Like, she made it through, and I don't know, I just didn't like it at all, and Trish was one of my favorite characters, and I just, no. Question number 9. The malls are overly crowded with holiday shoppers. Name a series that has too many books in it or went on for too long. Now this one I'm going to get a lot of hate for, I know. I'm expecting the hate. I can feel the hate coming through the screen. But I have chosen The Heroes of Olympus. Oh, these aren't even in order. Okay, let's just fix that. The Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan. I'm currently in the middle of the 4th one, as you can see from my bookmark. I just feel like they just repeat themselves. They're just like, they're all like 500, 600 pages, and there's 5 of them, and I just feel like the story is just taking forever to go somewhere, and I feel like they just could be condensed a lot more. Like, Percy Jackson was 5 books, but the books were a lot shorter, so I don't know. I feel like this would be a lot better series if the books were maybe 300 pages instead of 600 pages each. Question number 10, The Grinch. Name a main character you hate. Hands down, Belly from the Summer I Turned Pretty series. I did not like her at all. She was just really annoying, especially in the second one. The second one was my least favorite of the series, but she's just so obnoxious. Like, I seriously can't take her seriously because I feel like she's 12 the entire series. She's like in college in the 3rd one, and she's still acting like she's 12. And I could not imagine like a 16 to 18-year-old girl being Belly. Like, I'm imagining her like 12 to 14 the whole time. So that was the Grinch book tag. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye!